So, Ronde. It is considered one of Six Flags' worst parks, but there is one way that they could make it better, and in today's video, I will be showing you guys how Ronde can turn their park into a top 5 park by just RMCing the Monstre. What's up guys, Cam here, and today I will be telling you guys why they should RMC Le Monstre at Ronde. Now before I get into this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and welcome to the show that will officially not be providing any more background music, because I've gotten a lot of complaints about it over the past few days, and it is really annoying me when people don't want to talk about the actual video subject, and they just want to talk about how loud my background music is. So, it is official that the background music is going forever. It is gone. Goodbye. So let's get straight into this. So, Ronde, this is probably one of the worst Six Flags parks from what I've heard. It doesn't have the best theming. It's built on an island, kind of like Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. It is considered one of Six Flags' worst parks, and it's probably, their ride lineup is not really adding much to it. Their big premier ride has to be Goliath, their B&M hyper coaster, and honestly, their indoor coaster known as Dragon now. There is one ride that I would like to talk about. That is Le Monstre. Le Monstre is, or Le Monstre, whatever it is. Le Monstre is a roller coaster that that is a dueling wooden coaster. You don't see many of those nowadays. And RMC could really look towards RMCing Le Monstre. I mean, have you seen Le Monstre? It's massive. It is absolutely insane. It's an insane looking wooden coaster with that track weaving in and out of the supports and it going up and down, which is absolutely just mental. But from what I've heard, this ride isn't really that good. So today I'll be telling you guys why Six Flags Ronde should RMC Le Monstre. So let's get first off, and that is probably going to have to be cost. As we've seen before, the cost for making new rides at theme parks is pretty high. Like the most cost of a ride ever was Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which was like $300 million, which is a lot by my opinion. That's a lot by my standards. Too much by my standards. But when you RMC a wooden coaster, you can reuse those supports. And as we've seen with other RMC'd roller coasters, it's very easy to get these to a low cost. I mean, I think Twisted Cyclone costed like, how much? It cost like $6 million, which is right in Six Flags' range. As we've seen, they're willing to put in cheap rides and a lot of cheap rides. So, before I've said Ronde is the probably most abandoned park in the Six Flags chain. It got a Larson Loop, it got the Giga Discovery thing, but they do have some of the worst rides I've ever heard. Their indoor roller coaster seems pretty cool, but they have a Vekoma SLC, and that is all you need to know. That is one of their premier rides, is a Vekoma SLC. Wow, this park sucks. This park really does suck. But there is a lot to be good from this park, and that could be from RMCing Le Monstre, and the cost would be very low. Let's talk about the attendance and popularity of the ride. As we know, Le Monstre is definitely going down. It was one of the favorites back in the day. It scored better than X2 and Nitro in a poll. I can't remember what, but I just heard it from a fact that it had in line. But the ridership is definitely diminishing a little bit. And the maintenance is definitely getting a little bit low. As we've seen, it's usually running only one side of the train, and it's really getting me mad that they won't run both sides, because I definitely think it would be better with both sides on. But that's besides the point. The ride and the park would definitely have a massive boost of attendance if this were to happen. I mean, just imagine a top 2 of Goliath and probably RMC Le Monstre. That would be up there with Goliath at Six Flags over Georgia, and the Twisted Cyclone at Six Flags over Georgia. I don't know what's going on. Alright, let's get into the next one, and that is maybe this can revive the park. As we've seen before, this park is very much kind of like abandoned. It's running, but it's abandoned, and I definitely think that if they were to RMC Le Monstre, I think that it could definitely rejuvenate the park, give it back into a bit more of a higher attendance marker, and get it to be one of the more prominent Six Flags parks. As we've seen in Ronde is definitely one of those parks that can have high attendance areas. It is near one of the Canada areas, and it could definitely see a high attendance. Now, we need to see this park be cleaned up a lot more and to be remade into a bit of a different park, but that is besides the point. And let's talk about the cons that this ride will have. Let's start off with the first con, and that is this park does not get a lot of new rides. I definitely think that we would not see this park get a new ride within the next, like, 5 to 10 years. I'm sorry, but this would not happen anytime soon. With the merger of Six Flags Cedar Fair, they will definitely have to focus more on the other parks. Like a Giga coming to Six Flags Magic Mountain, tomorrow's video. A Giga coming to Six Flags Great Adventure, a Giga coming to Six Flags Great America. There is so much that we could see happen to the other parks that I just don't know about happening to Ronde. I just don't really know how this is going to go right now. But there isn't really much else that is a con about having this park get a new RMC of Le Monstre. There is definitely some cons, but there is actually one more I forgot to mention, and that is the Border Patrol. It is very hard to work as a RMC in different countries. Mexico wasn't that strict about it. That's why we saw Medusa Steel Coaster. But from what I've heard, they were planning on doing a RMC of Le Monstre, but it was having problems getting with the government and the border. It was having a lot of trouble being able to transport and having workers over there. So there is a lot of trouble, but if they were able to figure that out, I definitely think that we could see a RMC Le Monstre in the near future coming to Ronde. Now, that's probably going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe for more amazing videos, and I want to give you all a shout out. And a shout out to some theme park YouTubers, Velocicoaster Fanboy, Theme Park Studios, and of course Kenobi Coasters for this off-ride footage that you're currently watching. And I just want to say that the background music has officially been removed from the thing. I probably won't be adding it anymore. Tomorrow's video is pre-made though, so it will probably have background music. But that is probably it. I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.